against knowing three things that your IMO or FMO for final expense isn't sharing with you? Well, saddle up, my friends. I'm going to let you see it. So, tip number one that you're going to really want to know about is the reality is you reap what you sow. You've got to look at leads like they're seeds. Are you prepared financially when you first jump into this space to invest in yourself? So many insurance agents are like, I'm ready for the dream, but I don't have a dollar in my pocket. You're going to get destroyed in final expense telesales because you don't have enough seeds planted to have anything sprout out of the ground. If you've ever gardened, you can have a big packet of seeds. They're amazing. And then you plant them in the ground. And then only a portion of them germinate and come to fruition where you can eat off that plant. Some come up and die. This is leads 101. You got 100 leads, and maybe you're going to get 5 or 6 sales out of that. If you're a top performer, maybe out of 100 leads, you'll get 10 or 15 sales out of that batch. Maybe if you're just a so agent, you'll get maybe 1 or 3 or 5 sales at a good week when you're brand new. Don't be afraid to be that new guy. Maybe if you're just not a rock star, you're a rock. Maybe you get zero. It's a performance based business, but you've got to plant enough seeds to be able to have a chance of survival. And if you're buying leads that are old, it's like having old seeds and you put them in the ground. Not a lot is going to sprout up. So you got to look at leads like seeds. You don't even have a chance if you don't have a dollar in your pocket when you first start out. So seeds are leads. Are you ready financially to be able to purchase enough leads to survive? Now, most leads for a good final expense Facebook lead are going to run you, if you're in a single state, right around $20 a lead. And if you're a full timer, you really want to have about 80 to 100 leads when you first start off every single week. Can you financially handle that? You got to look at this like it's a business. If you were going to open up a barbershop, for example, and you tell me, Jason, I'm going to open up a barbershop, I would say, fantastic. How much money do you have to open up that barbershop? And you're like, well, I only got, $10. Take a break. Don't do it right now. You've got to look at what's going to be needed to open up a business. The insurance business, you got to look at it the same way. Do I have enough in my finances to give it a go right now? You may need to just take a pause right now and maybe get a little part time job so that you can have a powerful chance at survival. So many insurance agents, like I say, they look at this like it's a dream, it's a lottery ticket to 6 figure income, but they've never saved enough to even invest into their first lead spend. I don't want this to hurt you. And we have great lead resources, by the way. If you need any good leads or discount codes, jasonfinalexpense.com. We can absolutely be a resource to help you. And we even have a lead hole for agents that partner here as cheap as $2 a lead for exclusive leads. That really changes the ball game when you first begin in this industry because you don't have a second chance to maybe give another lead spend a go. I want you to survive and thrive, not get taken out like a statistic. And it's 90%. Hate sharing that with you, but it's the truth. So you need to know these things. The reality is you reap what you sow and you learn as you go. Be okay being that new person. That's point number one. I want you to have this dream and stay in the business 20 plus years like I have. It's dynamic. But number two is you got to look at time like it's money. Time is currency. If you think about time that way, when you're working, the business may work out really well. Most people jump into the final expense space going, I've got tremendous freedom. I love the freedom. I'm going to go to the beach. I'm going to go work from here and I'm going to just travel and I'm going to do so many fun things. I'm going to go see my family. Yes, you can do this, but with great freedom comes great responsibility that not everybody is really prepared for. You've got to have a powerful way about you, powerful discipline to make a dollar. It's not just, I've got powerful freedom, because with that blessing of freedom is the big curse that follows. And nobody likes the C word. But if you're not working, you're not building the wealth. You're going broke. All right. So you've got to view time like it's currency. It's either taking away from your bank account like a withdrawal, or it's depositing powerfully into that bank account as well. Busy work, my friends, equals broke. All right. If you're busy organizing your leads, if you're busy organizing your office, you're going broke. If you're busy doing these things during income producing hours, you got to look at this like I'm a racehorse. I can't get distracted. I got to be one that has that blinder effect. I'm going to put blinders on. I'm not going to focus on anything other than my future, and my future is going to be good. Are you ready to focus on the doing? Everybody wants the having. Right now, you got to focus on the doing. You've got to do. And I know sometimes in the doing, it smells like do, but you're turning that thing into fertilizer, my friends. Top insurance professionals know how to push. Do you have a lot of push in you, or do you have a lot of pause in you? You've got to be one that views time as currency. Busy work equals broke. And I know that is not what you want. Disciplined structure is what you want. Disciplined structure. Are you ready for this? Because I know you are. Talking to prospects. Talking to prospects is the only thing that's going to give you a chance of getting paid. Talking to prospects. Anything that's not talking to prospects when you're first starting out is taking away your chance of success. Too many insurance agents are sold the dream. Tremendous freedom, six-figure income potential. Absolutely, yes. And also zero income potential if you're not really precision like focused on your hours of operation, and then deploying that into, guess what? Talking to prospects. Talking to prospects. And if you don't have a dollar in your pocket, you're not planting enough seeds every week of people to talk to or people to see so that you can sell them the solution, you're going to go broke. You're going to have a sour stomach. You're going to go, this industry is horrible. I want you to have a success story, not you becoming a statistic. And so many insurance agents are never told this. They jump into the industry with not a dollar in their pocket and wonder why they get destroyed. Time is your most valuable resource. You're going to use it like a boss, and you're going to boss yourself around. The only person that can boss you is you. You're going to tell yourself what to do. You're no longer a W-2. If you're a part-time insurance agent, you've got to put even more of your focus into this. You don't have enough time to fix a little funk moment where maybe you failed yourself. It's tough when you fail yourself. And it's tough at times in this business to swallow the fact that you did everything right and it feels like everything maybe is going wrong. You're going to have people telling you no. And then you get a person that buys from you. On average, 3 perfect presentations is 1 purchase, especially when you're first new. If you get after it, now you could do 3 lousy presentations and maybe 0 purchases happen. Are you ready to pay the price of dialing and talking to prospects and dealing with the objections? Tip number 3 that a lot of insurance agents aren't told is that, guess what? They need to focus on their script. They need to focus on the rebuttals, because if you don't pay the price to practice, if you don't pay the price to drill and rehearse, like what we do here at jasonfinalexpense.com with scripting and rebuttal training and truly mentoring, and if you don't get yourself into a place where you're extremely proficient, you're going to pay the price. No different than trying to water a garden and you fail to water it for 2, 3, 4 weeks and you wonder why everything goes sideways. You've got to nurture your career. You've got to show up to training. I've never seen a top producer that has taken off in their career that didn't show up to training. They just don't. This is one where gravity will strike you. You've got to focus on your script and actually put time in to have a chance of take-home pay. You've got to get around mentors that have made it to million-dollar roundtable status many times. You've got to get around good people. You're going to smell like who you surround yourself by. This is why it's so important that whatever mentor you've chosen has made it and is still there. It's so critical for you to have a chance of capitalizing. Learn from their mistakes. Learn from their mighty strength. Learn from what they can help transfer to you. It's powerful, because the old stinking thinking can either cause you to just sink, or you're going to realize, I got this. I'm no statistic. I talked to my mentor. I got that funk out of me. I'm fine. Final expense telesales is kind of like an art form. But you got to, once again, stay on the dang phone if you want to make a dollar. It's not just, I'm going to just practice and that's my full-time job. Poorhouse, my friends. You've got to practice, but then you've got to put it into action. Action will solve your problems in a very, very simple business. You can make 6 figures. You can make more than that in final expense telesales, but you can also be a tragic statistic and make $0. It's a numbers game. You got to look at it like it's a game. I'm going to win. Dialing for dollars, dialing for dollars, dialing for dollars. Let's go. This is a great industry, but does your script sound scripted, or do you sound sincere? There's a difference. They are going to emotionally purchase the product and then back it up with logic. Be ready to leverage your strengths. You have strength, but you've got to train, you've got to practice, you've got to understand the simple reality of the business to have a chance of being in business. Can you sustain yourself financially? Are you getting $2 exclusive leads, or are you paying 20, 30, 40 bucks and you've only got enough money for maybe a couple of them? Wow, my friends, you're on the world's smallest carousel, and you're going to get dizzy and you're going to puke and you're going to be out of the business. Agents that have a long runway, they've got a better reality because they got more people to talk to. The more people you can talk to, the better chance you've got of having some take home. No guarantee, but it gives you a better shot at it, my friends. And I hate it when agents are sold the dream and then find out it was a nightmare because they didn't have the dollars in their pocket. They didn't have the discipline necessary to have structure and safety. And then they didn't practice and drill and rehearse. And then their reality became a nightmare. This is the blunt part about a simple industry, about final expense telesales, annuity sales, and even Medicare sales. And I'm going to put some agent interviews up here, as well as a video that'll help you in your industry. And if you need a good script to handle some very important things over your phone, jasonfinalexpense.com. Free resource for you, my friends. And we do recruit amazing agents like yourself, as well as agencies to sell nationally life insurance, Medicare insurance, and annuities. We do it face to face, but more importantly, in the telespace. So free resources once again for your taking at jasonfinalexpense.com. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the content that I'm going to drop here in a couple days. It's going to help you tune your business up and hopefully increase your chance of having some tremendous skills to pay your bills. I hope you have a great day, my friends. Remember, you've got what it takes. Keep your chin up. Let's go take care of some great people. Remember, they need you. We'll see you soon.